So what type of things, what type of bathrooms do customers ask for? Is it stuff they've seen on TV, or how do they show Instagram photos of what they want, or how does it normally work?
They normally have a picture in their mind, and then I try and obviously create it, basically.
Yep.
We do offer stuff for them to give them like an idea of layout, and then obviously they can then go shopping with us and our suppliers to do like the client selections of tile, and then obviously fittings, fixtures, what colours they want, what they like with what tile, all that kind of stuff. So it just becomes like a whole, once you are happy with the quote, we go through the client selection. It's all tailored to them, pretty much whatever they want, really. We try to include it all in the budget for them.
But thank you for joining us today on the Jim's podcast. And we had Jared and Kiara. And you're from Jim's Bathrooms and Resurfacing, which is one of our newer divisions. So there's always been Jim's Resurfacing, but now it's joined with Jim's Bathrooms under Stephen, who's the divisional. And I presume you've been, how long have you been with us for less than a year, or how long have you been with us for?
Less than a month.
Yeah,
less than a month.
Yeah.
Jeez, first month. All right, so you've come to training, probably last training. You see this,
Yeah.
So how's it been in the first month then?
Oh, it's been actually pretty good, to be honest. Like, we've been up and running for like probably 2 weeks now.
Yeah.
And we've won 2 bathrooms already, which are $15,000 plus, which is pretty good, yeah.
No one's done that in the gym team yet, so we're smashing it already.
That's great. And what was your background prior to coming to Jim's?
Tiling and bathroom for the last 8 years, yeah.
Now, was that by yourself as a sole trader, or working for someone, or?
I was working for someone for like 8 years, and then I went out on my own for 2 years, I think. Yeah. And then I've just done this. So.
Okay, so what was it about joining Jim's Bathrooms then? If you're doing it on your own for a while, why was it Jim's Bathrooms? Why did you come to us?
I felt like I wasn't tapping into that higher market. So I thought maybe, like, obviously getting into gyms, everyone knows who gyms is. You might be able to break into that next. Yeah. Which I found that it is working already.
People trust it more.
Yeah.
There's no questions. There's no like digging around.
Yeah.
There's a lot more trust built with the brand.
And then how I was accepting that quote basically straight away.
Yeah.
Really? And you reckon that's in part due to the brand as well? Fantastic.
So yeah.
Well, I turned around for the 2 that we've won within 2 days. So, I mean, they're not researching anything, or if they get another quote, so I don't think they're doing that either. So,
well, how did that compare normally to your own business? What are you doing before?
we were still getting that. We'd do about 2 every month, but we would do maybe close to like 10 to 20 quotes. And then the conversion rate of only getting, winning 2 a month, it's not that much compared to, we probably only had maybe 8 so far, and we've won 2.
Yeah.
So the rate's already higher for us currently.
Yeah. And just out of interest, how many jobs do you need a month, or how many jobs do you need a fortnight? Is it one a week, or is it obviously depends on the job?
1 a month.
A function of 1 a month.
2 a month is ideal.
Yeah.
Any more than 2 a month, it's not you can't do it. It just becomes a lot more to handle, because you need to have tilers available, plumbers available, everything like that. So it becomes a bit more messy, and a lot more issues will come into play because everyone's kind of rushing.
Yeah.
So we find 2 the sweet spot for every month.
Okay, great. And how did you find the training coming down to Jim's Group? Obviously, being in business for yourself before, how did you find that whole experience?
Yeah, I thought it was quite eye-opening compared to obviously taking the lawnmower in, for example. I didn't realize you could make that much money off it.
Yeah, not a lot of people doing down stuff, talking now, kids get it.
But it was eye-opening, so it was good to go down there for the 3 days and learn a bit.
Well, what did you take away into your first month in business? Was there anything in particular, or was it just seeing how much involved Jim is and how serious he takes customer service? Or
yeah, I thought it was just obviously I didn't even know if he was real or anything like that. No one does. I wouldn't obviously went down there and met him and stuff, and it seems all like good.
He knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
You'd hope so. After he's a bit old now, so you'd hope he's got a bit of wisdom for it, Jim. So. But with your division, he's got 10 franchisees now, which is great. It's a great service. We've always had a lot of demand for this type of thing, but it's great to have it now packaged up. So can you just describe for customers the process for bathrooms? So they might go, want to do something about it. What do they need to do next? What are the questions they should ask? What are some options you've been going through with your customers with this?
Budget. The first one needs to be your budget. So many people come on and they come with unrealistic expectations. Like they watch the block and they see that they're going to get a $50,000 bathroom done in a week for $5,000.
Yeah.
And it's not realistic. No, bathrooms take about 2 to 3 weeks, and average for Gold Coast, for Queensland, is about 25,000. And then obviously higher for Sydney, Melbourne, those areas. But a lot of people come in with a mentality that it'll be done at a max week and a half. and it'll only cost about anywhere between 5,000 and 8,000, and it's not realistic.
So what type of things, what type of bathrooms do customers ask for? Is it stuff they've seen on TV, or how do they show Instagram photos of what they want, or how does it normally work?
They normally have a picture in their mind, and then I try and obviously create it, basically.
Yeah,
Yep.
we do offer stuff for them to give them like an idea of layout, and then obviously they can then go shopping with us and our suppliers to do like the client selection for tiles, and then obviously fittings, fixtures, what colors they want, what they like with what tile, all that kind of stuff. So it just becomes like a whole. Once you are happy with the quote, we go through the client selection. It's all tailored to them, pretty much whatever they want. Really, we try to include it all in the budget for them.
Obviously, it's all depending on that budget. Yeah, the budget, and then obviously you go from there. Obviously, you can't up there. You've got a cheap budget, then obviously you can't do
go get like
extravagant
rose
tiles.
Yeah. They're not going to go get like French pattern tiles or like beautiful travertine or crazy paved kind of bathrooms. You know what I mean? Like that's the higher end.
Yeah.
They're going to get kind of if they've got more budget, they're going to get the gloss white tiles with your normal kind of grey or charcoal tile.
Kind of just the paint.
Yeah, just a little bit of a renovation, but not high end where you're going to get all this beautiful
LED light.
LED strip lighting, underfloor heating. You're not going to get all that for, a $10,000 budget.
Yeah.
And what are some of the trends that are in bathrooms at the moment? Is it stuff like LED lights, or what are some of the things?
Micro cement is huge at the moment. I'm not sure if you're familiar with
No, I
that.
can explain that. Yeah.
So have you heard? Oh, some of your listeners may know like the Render X one that was built up in Broadbeach that sold. I think it was like 2.5 million or something. It sold for. Now the whole entire house was rendered. So the kitchen bench was rendered, the cabinetry, the bed, the wardrobe, they rendered everything, which is when you use a concrete and you either rough texture it or you smooth over it. So kind of like Bali and like Mexican villa and like that Greek villa house style. So micro cement is basically an alternative in bathrooms now, which is obviously water resistant, and you can put it over tiles, or if you do the process correctly for your walls, you can just put it straight over not the gyprock, but the villa board, or the aquacheck, whichever you need to utilize.
Like Venetian plaster.
Yeah.
Just a different kind of look.
It's a lot more expensive, but it is a really beautiful look because it gives you that kind of industrial, or you can color it, paint it, whatever you want to do to make it that white look or that travertine kind of color that everyone's loving at the moment. Yeah. But that's becoming a huge thing here in the Gold Coast and in Sydney at the moment.
It's one of those things when someone walks into a house, the first thing they're going to want to fix is the bathroom.
Yeah.
People might say kitchen, but it's generally the bathrooms. We're doing it at our house at the moment. We're looking at the things, and every day I have to go in this bloody bathroom and it's crap. So we want to get it fixed. But so you're just saying with your process that you will design, you'll pull it out of them with what they want, and then you will go to suppliers with them to pick out the items, or how does that sort of work from that process? You hold them out to that?
Yeah, we have packages at the moment. So we have like a bronze, silver, gold, platinum, and then a custom. Obviously, custom is for people that kind of want custom vanity, so like ADP or Timberline, which they're about $2,000 minimum for those vanities. So we try to steer people away because we find that too much budget gets allocated to that versus where it could be like with tiling or something.
And that's where your budget can blow out straight away.
So we try to stick with like a nice kind of package. We keep it around like a 2,500 mark for an average budget, which is your tiles, vanity, everything like that.
Yeah.
And then it just goes up in price depending on how detailed they want to get with it. But our suppliers, we use High Growth Bathrooms at the moment. We use Builders Discount Warehouse. You can use National Tiles, tiles, but we prefer the Tile Collective just because they sell the same tiles but a fraction of the price.
Yeah.
So we find that it saves them a little bit of money, which is always good for clients because then they can put that money somewhere else, or they can pocket that money and be happy.
Yeah.
So what are some things, if someone's got a limited budget, that they shouldn't skimp on? What are the essential things from your point of view?
Plumbing and tiling.
Yeah.
So are the two most important things. Too many people get budget plumbing, and the one thing you don't want to do is get a plumber that's not going to change pipe work or fix or alter it or whatever it needs to be done, because that's when your bathroom will leak. And that's what we don't want, because when you're renovating your bathroom, you're trying to fix that normally.
And obviously tiling, because that's the finished product.
Yep, that's the one thing you focus on. You don't want chip tiles, you don't want drummy tiles, you don't want, you just don't want that. It's not a pretty look. You want to
the first thing that you look at when you go to the bathroom is tiling.
Yeah.
Yeah, and for sure. I was going to say, and the great thing about using you guys is that obviously you manage the whole process for a customer. So you get it out of their head what they want, all down on paper, get them to tick off what's realistic, what's not, and you can worry about that for the customer. Is pretty much right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are the support as well from your franchisor Stephen? How's that been? How's the support from his
Oh, he's great. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's onto it within like the hour for us, which is good. Even though they say allow 24 hours, he's straight on the phone or texting or emailing, whatever he needs to be doing. So he's great.
Even if it's like past 5 p.m, still get calls and that.
He'll call you
Good.
at midnight if you need.
Yeah.
Oh, really? No, it's good. No, it's a good operator. It's great to see this division because I said it's such an in-demand division, this one. I think it's going to really, really explode. And so have you been happy with the quality of the leads that have been coming through and the level of the leads so far?
Yeah, it's been good. Yeah, I think
They've been better than
there's a few like small fiddly ones, but it's still like obviously they might come through as a partial reno and then I might be able to
pull some up.
talk them up.
Yeah.
Full reno, yeah. Which was happened with these two here.
Yeah.
They were partials and then ended up being full renos. So
Did you do your own marketing? Did you do your own marketing before as well? Like, were you doing that yourself or did you outsource it or how'd you do with that?
We outsourced.
Outsourced.
Yeah. They did Facebook ads and Instagram, like through Meta, obviously. And we won a few through them.
Yeah.
But it just became too time consuming for us with us having to do our own marketing. And we found it's actually not only more beneficial, but it ended up being cheaper for us to be a franchisee than to actually outsource marketing ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a really good point. I'm glad you said that because that is one thing that it can get quite expensive if Google ads and all that sort of stuff as well. Whereas if you're doing it as a business owner, you got to do that plus run your business plus do all these other things that can get quite annoying as well, especially in your type of one where it's quite competitive and those jobs are worth a bit more. But yeah, I'm really glad to hear that that's how you did it because that's a really good way to look at the business with you guys. So what do you like being a part of Gym so far? What's it to you? Is it just being the brand or is it just making things a little bit easier from the marketing side? Or what's it been the benefit to you?
It's kind of like, yeah, obviously the community is it's good. Yeah, everyone seems nice and everyone just
Everyone's happy to help. All the other teams, the Sydney teams, Melbourne teams, they're happy to pick up the phone if we need anything answered, vice versa. So
and obviously the brand as well. It's obviously see everyone trusts gyms.
No, it's good. It's good branding as well, you guys as well. We obviously got 45 divisions in gyms and the bathroom and vehicles look fantastic. And it's really, you guys are all well uniformed and it stands out. You got really good, strong branding from Stephen and I think Jasmine's his partner who does a lot of the branding stuff. So you got a really good thing there as well. Now, just for the services, you've just mentioned on what is the full gamut of things you can do. So obviously bathroom renovations you can do. What else can you provide customers that they might not know?
We're doing NDIS. We've had a few leads for that. So obviously that's when you make it, disabled access or whatever they need, the elderly, whatever it needs to be. So that's when you've got the grab rails, you lower the vanities, all those kind of specifications that you need to alter the bathroom to make it suitable for a client.
Suitable shower size if they've got to walk in, something like that.
Got to make sure they can get in and use their bathroom.
Or non-slip tiles.
Yep, that's really important. Yeah.
And what about the resurfacing part of the business?
We don't really do that.
Obviously, it's not really a big thing up here.
Okay.
It's more into the renovation side up here.
And the cost for us to be able to, because we don't do resurfacing, so we would have to hire someone in. So the price get charged would end up being almost same as a renovation.
Yeah. Obviously, if you get someone else, then you obviously got to put your builder's margin on that as well. So it's probably cheaper for them to go through someone else.
Yeah. But most of the time, why would you, if your bathroom's 20 plus years old, why would you want to resurface your bathroom?
I agree. Yeah, I don't know. Unless you got some antique bathroom or bath or something that's worth a fortune or something. Yeah, it's a very specialised sort of area. But the NDIS stuff you mentioned is really important. So that's something that I think most people maybe not know, the NDIS plan managers and stuff like that. There's a lot of Facebook groups that are around, which we can hopefully maybe put this in because I think if they knew that you did this, I don't think it's overly well known. So we'll have to click this up and put it in those groups. So with the NDIS people, you just want to go clear for them again. Things like maybe rails or non-slip floors, these sorts of things. Yeah.
Open showers, open wet areas and stuff.
Because you can't have hobs, can't have step downs because they'll slip and hurt themselves.
No trip hazards.
Yeah.
Well, I think for plan managers, it's a no-brainer to use us because just the insurance, the police check, all these other things as well, which they don't know with an independent contractor. Whereas with you guys, that's definitely guaranteed. So hopefully the NDIS managers, we can start getting to there because they've got a lot of Facebook groups, the NDIS managers and plan managers, they talk to each other. So hopefully we can communicate this in there as well.
Yeah,
that's good.
Be the trusted brand for that.
Well, I'm the first one in Queensland, so that's one of the reasons why we bought it as well.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Which is good.
Yeah. No, you'd be the first one there. You'd be the pioneer there. And obviously, great opportunity to build your business. So what's your plan for yourself then, guys? Is it something you want to build a team, or you just, obviously it's only first month, so it's only you, but what's your plan ultimately for your business?
We're actually going to expand and look at buying another gym franchise.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, we love doing the bathrooms, don't get us wrong, but we also want to have other sources of income and other areas where we can go to when bathrooms do drop off, or because obviously with the house market at the moment, it's up and down. Especially with people, a lot of people are leaving Sydney and coming here and then realizing that it's so right now, people with the high interest rates and everything like that, people are struggling to be able to redraw that equity off their home loans to renovate. So it has dropped a little bit. But in saying that, we're still doing pretty well. I mean, we're still getting the leads through. We're still winning the bathrooms. We're still able to help people. But we love the gyms brand, and we want to see what other areas we can kind of do. And then
what are you looking at?
We're thinking one of the
Probably like mowing and cleaning.
is
Okay. Yeah, well, it depends. Mowing or cleaning, you should go there's obviously a lot of mowing guys and cleaning, but you should do some observation days and see what you want to do. I interview a lot of mowing and cleaning franchisees, so I know a lot of the stuff about it, but I was going to say, the best thing for you guys to do is obviously find some franchisees in your area. A lot of work for cleaning, especially up where you are, up there. There needs to be a lot more juice cleaners, so for sure. Depends what you want to do and how much work you want, I guess. You could build a massive team with cleaning, I guess. Really good work.
Likely, yeah. We get our cars cleaned by Jim detailing as well.
He goes, all right. Who do you use? Give him a shout out. Do you know his name?
Tom. Yeah.
Tom. All right, Tom. We'll have to make sure we look up Tom and put his name in. But if you're interested in mowing and cleaning, that's great. Jim loves people like yourself who wants to build a really big business with other divisions. We have some franchisees who buy multiple franchises in different services. It's not overly common, but we do have people who do that. We're really organised, and they can build a team of 6 or 7 people. In cleaning, I know there's some franchisees who have 20 staff in cleaning, so it's a really good one to scale. And mowing's the same thing. Mowing, you can scale. We have a lot of the businesses cap out probably around 7 or 8, just because obviously there's a lot of stuff to do, and there's a certain skill to get past 8 people. But it's definitely those 2 are great ones. If you want to scale your business as well. So I'm sure the
family all have backgrounds in that. So
background in like lawn mowing and all that. They do landscaping at the moment.
Oh, landscaping. Oh, that'd be flat. Yeah.
Recommend make it a big family business for us.
Oh, the work's there. Especially things like landscaping and stuff. If you got landscape, it's hard to find a good landscaper, and there's a lot of unserviced leads. But I recommend actually what you should probably do is ask for the unserviced leads from the franchisors where you're looking at. They'll give that to you. Actually, even Jim, email Jim actually and say, Jim, give me the unserviced leads for the area you're in for cleaning and for mowing. He'll give them to you, and then that way you can make a better assessment as well. That's probably the best thing to do, to actually email Jim.
Cool.
Let's see how we go. Yeah.
Well, I hope you do it. It's great to see that you're in for a month and you're already happy with everything that's been going. It's fantastic to see it as well. But I'm going to get that a call voucher to you. But thank you very much for your time and representing Jim's Bathrooms. And I really do hope that you go and do that other franchise and build it up. And then, maybe you'll be speaking at training and talking about how much money you're making. Maybe
I'll be up there. I'll be up there next year.
Yeah. 30 hour and a half talking about how you do it. So, but thank you very much for your time, guys. Really pleasure to see you again. And we'll get that voucher to you. It takes around 5 business days. But it gives you 2 free nights at any of your core hotel and 50% of dining at any of your core hotel as well, which is big saving as well. It's worth around $600. So we'll get that to you straight away as well.
No worries.
Thank you
for that.
Thanks for your time, guys. Cheers. See you later. No worries. Bye.
Thank you for listening to the episode of the Gyms podcast. If you want to learn more about the Gyms Group, head to gyms.net or call us on 131 546 Australia or 0800 454 654 New Zealand. And if you did like the episode as well, please make sure you leave a review or a comment or a thumbs up or a comment on the video as well. We appreciate your support. And until next episode, we hope you have a great week.